All right, friends, I'm gonna show you something right up here that I think is very interesting. If you're an Elvis fan, this is an interesting thing. This building that is right here, and I say building, it's actually a house. It's made out of stone, was Elvis Presley Enterprises. That was Colonel Tom Parker's office. In fact, the gate is open. I'm gonna actually pull through there real quick. This building right here was the office of the Colonel. He had this built, and you can see the gates. And if you go in it, I've been inside of the building. What's funny about it is, if you go down in the basement, it looks very similar. If you've ever been to Graceland, it actually looks similar to Graceland down in the basement. I'm gonna open the windows. And I'm sorry I'm doing this so fast. I'm up against the clock trying to finish my shipping for the day. But this was Colonel's office inside here. You can actually find pictures and videos of things happening inside that office right there. But this is the building. This is where it all happened now. And I thought this would be a nice place to have as a place for people to come see as a tourist attraction, but it has never happened. And I'm not sure why, but right inside those windows right there, if you go in and look, you will actually see like Elvis had a little wet bar down in the bottom of Graceland. There's a wet bar in there that looks very similar, and I tried to get video and pictures, and the guy was like, I don't know about that, so he stopped me from doing it. But this is a law office most recently, and it's actually for sale. And but you can see that there's even a little barbecue pit right down here. You see the barbecue pit, there's a pit right there. And maybe one day I'll take more time and walk around it. Thank you so much, friends. That is a tour of Colonel Tom Parker's office. So friends, I hadn't done a real good job today of recording. Been real busy shipping parts, so I thought I would send the glory up. And let's see what we can capture. You can see that the sun's starting to go down. It'll be a beautiful sunset, Hendersonville, Tennessee. That is Vietnam Vets Parkway over there. You can see the cars going by. So I'm gonna get the glory set up, and we're gonna fly and see what we can see. Y'all wanna go with me? Stay tuned. Friends, if I'm not sharp, the sun's gonna go down before I can get the drone up. I couldn't remember what I'd done with my SD cards. I bought some brand new ones, but at the last minute I remembered it, so I think I'm about ready to fly here. All right, I got a brand new 64 gig hard drive, and that battery is only showing 2, so that's a no-go. I don't need 2 bars, I need 4 bars. So we're gonna put this battery in, see? These batteries were charged before they were put in the bag, and you can see that one showing 1 bar. So I ain't gonna be able to fly along. Daggone it. This thing's went down just sitting in the packet. That's crazy stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna get the iPad started, and we're gonna fly the glory. I named it the glory because it goes up and up and up, and that's where the glory's at. So come on, skip. This thing's doing commercials. Don't need commercials, guys. I need to fly. So you can see it comes up and it shows everything here, and I'm going to confirm. I'm not going to calibrate. It says ready to go vision. What I want is we're recording at 1080p 60 frames, and you can see it says ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera on so it'll start recording. I'm going to turn this camera around so you can see it take off. So fixing to fly, y'all stay tuned. So what I'm going to do is just go straight up so I clear There's power poles, and there's actually a cell phone tower right there. I'm going to turn it down and turn around and let you see the cell phone tower. I'm going to narrate. So there's a tower right there. You can see the cell phone tower. In fact, we can fly over to it. That is the cell phone tower right there. And it's right beside my building. This is my building right here. This one that goes from block to block. That's the front. That is the back. Right back there. It's on the other street. And let's look at the sunset out there. It's just beautiful. Look at that sunset. That is out there over Nashville. So we're just north. We're northeast of Nashville, and it's given me a low battery warning already. And I hadn't been flying long. Unfortunately, I've had a day where I've struggled trying to pull all this stuff together. So forgive me, friends. I'm gonna fly out a little bit, even though it's doing a low battery warning. Let's fly out. In fact, I'm gonna put it in sport mode so we can fly real fast. I clocked this thing the other day, 55 miles an hour. And that's why you're able to see the props in the screen, is because it's flying so fast. Right now it's only 33 miles an hour. That's normal. That's not in, it did not go into sport mode like I wanted it to. I actually saw it go 54 miles an hour the other day. And I'll see if I can come up with something to show you. So now this thing, because of the low battery, is going to just automatically return home, which is a nice feature, but it's still got 28%. Why would it come home at 28%? But it's trying to be safe. It doesn't want to be a million miles away. So while we're doing that, I'm gonna undo it. I can tell it to cancel return home, but the whole time it's gonna give me that low battery warning. So I'm gonna start it back home. That is that big building on the right over there is Nashville Glass Plant. That's Old Hickory Lake out there in the distance. You see that? That's where Johnny Cash's house. If I go straight right there, that'll go straight to Johnny Cash's house right on the lake. And the land that you see on the far side of the water is actually a different town. That's Mount Juliet, Tennessee. And Dolly actually has a house over there. One of these days I'll fly it over Dolly's house over there and show you what it looks like from the water side. And this thing is really low battery warning. It's got 21%, so we still got time to at least look around a little bit. But that big building right there in the foreground is Nashville tempered glass. And of course you can see my building is the one, used to I was in that little red building right there, and then I moved to the big building on the far side, just right beside the tower. And where I live is out in the distance out there. There's a neighborhood, and you can actually see that mountain where they've cut the side of it. We won't fly right now over there because we're low, but maybe tomorrow I'll fly over to that is a quarry where they cut the side of the mountain off. That mountain is called Pilot Knob, and they cut the side of it off. And so it's very deep, very blue water. I actually, on my regular channel, I have a video of me flying over it, but maybe we'll do a little better video and maybe even fly down in it. So this is the 4, so I feel a little more confident with the 4 than I did. I had the 3 Pro, or the Pro 3 Phantom. This is the 4, so I feel a little bit more confident about this. So I'm gonna actually bring it in. Let's land, since the battery's low. It's coming. You'll hear it in a moment. And I can actually hit this button right here. Look at this. I can hit the home button and just tell it to come, and it'll come back and land right there where it took off from, believe it or not, or close to it. The thing you got to be real careful of is when you tell it to automatically return home, if you're not high enough up, you could hit things. This particular drone, which is the Phantom 4, has obstacle avoidance. So I'm going to show you, when I get it down here, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about obstacle avoidance. What's up? How are you? I'm going to try to fly it into that wall right there, and it will not fly into the wall. So I'm going to go ahead and lower this thing. Since the battery's so low, and I'm going to take it out of sport mode and put it in regular mode. It'll descend really slow on its own, and I want it to descend fast because I want to fly some more. Show you some of the other things that it'll do. see, I'm gonna tell it to stop landing and just hover. Come on, it's gonna land. It's saying that it's critically low. It says it cannot take off because it's 9%. So let's change the battery and see what happens. So I switched the battery out. That battery is only showing 12%, which is not much, but maybe it'll be enough to do my demonstration. What I want to show you is when I'm trying to fly into this wall right here, it will not allow me to fly into the wall. I know the battery's low. So I'm looking at myself right here. I'm going to turn to the wall. And I'm going to show you the screen while I'm trying to fly into the wall. So I'm going to actually send it to the wall. And you'll see it's counting down. Now it says 12 feet, 11 feet, 10 feet. And hopefully you can actually, well, you can't see the drone. I want you to be able to see the drone. So I'm going to lower it even more. And now we're going to, it's trying to land still. Come on. All right, I'm going to try to fly it into the wall anyway. And you can hear it actually will stop. It's telling me it's going to land anyway. So friends, there's a lesson for you. If you're going to fly, charge your batteries up. I had them charged before I went in there, and they lose charge evidently just sitting still. So there's a lesson for me. I'm going to charge the batteries up, and we'll fly the glory tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. Vlog over.